Buongiorno a tutti e buon weekend. Michael Friedberg qui da North Carolina. Spero che tutto va bene. Allora, oggi userò nuovi prodotti di Abbate la Mantia, pre-barba e anche una dopo barba. Amici, cominciamo! Hello again, Michael Friedberg here from beautiful North Carolina. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be reviewing two new products from Abbate la Mantia. Very unexpected arrivals. I had no idea these were coming. I didn't even realize these were actually available. It is a new pre-shave from Abbate la Mantia, as well as a post-shave product. I'm going to be pairing that today with a Abbate la Mantia soap. I only have two left. I've gone through all the others that I had. I've given away tons and tons of the soap, so all that I have left is the Isacco, which is the black fig and green apple, as well as the Don Jose, which is the menthol, banana, and coconut. So I've gone for this, chosen at random by my wife and son. So we're gonna go for that. I have some of that still pressed into the Captain's Choice loading bowl. It is a very nice, lightly scented soap. It's got a crisp green apple scent with kind of a slight fruity undertone there. I don't get a lot of black fig out of it. The apple is definitely the predominant note for me. And in general, a soap that works very well for me. That soap does not knock off the pedestal, either the Laureato or the Matteo Nova Undici or 911 for me. Those are my two favorites of the line, but that is still a very, very good soap. What I'm gonna do is fill up the sink with some warm water. We're gonna go through and talk about the pre-shave and the post-shave. Apologies for the water sound in the background. Yeah, I didn't expect these to come in. They part of a new line. There's also a third product, which is a face cream, which I will not be reviewing today. That may come in a later video. So both of these products include this very cool new label style. I think that just looks really sharp, a very cool, very classy kind of cool looking label. These are these dark glass. I don't know if it's the purple glass, but it's a dark glass bottle, a pump, which has this very nice locking mechanism. So that should be just enough water. If not, I'll go back and add some more. I'm going to wet my face and apply the pre-shave. Both the pre-shave and the post-shave products are a gel. So I think the pre-shave it's a mix of the, as always, the saffron extract, which is of course is a big part of all of their products, mixed with argan oil and macadamia nut oil in what feels like a gel, kind of like a gel base, which I'll show you in just a moment. Just wetting my face. It's 2 days growth as always. Now I don't normally use a pre-shave, but this has been really, really good to use. I'm going to just go through and show you what it looks like. Unlock it. One pump seems like plenty. As you can see, kind of a clear, pretty viscous, but not too thick. I'm going to spread it on. It has an almost immediate, very kind of slick, glycerin-like feel to it, but also a slightly oily feel to it. Just work it in. As you can see, it's clear. Lightly scented. The post-shave is a little bit more strongly scented, but it has a kind of a light, floral, very pleasant scent. There we go. Yeah, really interesting kind of feel to it because it feels both like glycerin and like a light pre-shave oil. There we go. All right, let me just rinse my hands, add just a bit of water to the sink, just not quite enough in there. It does rinse quite easily, so if you like try to rinse your hands off after applying it, it does come off pretty easily, but that's not to say it comes off easily as a pre-shave, which we'll get to in just a moment. All right, pre-shave applied. The brush for today is going to be this Frank Shaving 2-band Finest. I'm going to get lathering in just a moment. It's a Badger. It doesn't need to be soaked. It just needs to be warmed through. This is a dramatic turnaround from the brush from last week, but first, let's get the razor assembled. I'm going to be using another Italian product today. It's 4 Italian products and a brush from China. So it is going to be the Fatip Grande, to keep it with the Italian theme. This is the 7 o'clock, a brand new Perma-Sharp stainless. These are the ones in the green pack. All right, let's get the razor assembled. Top cap, razor, base plate, grande handle. I do have the washer included on there, of course. Give that a good little tightening. All right, now, wet my face just a little bit. Let's get the brush going. We'll start lathering up. Yeah, very familiar with the soap. You know, I've used a lot of the Abbate La Mantia soaps. They're all very, very easy to use. They all have the same saffron extract as part of the saponification process. All easy to lather, all relatively easy to use. They all have their particular, a particular strength or some addition. Clank. You just add a bit of water to that. Yeah, for the brush, it's a complete turnaround from last week, because last week's brush was just very springy, not really designed for face lathering at all, so I bowl lathered with that. This is completely 180 degrees from that. This is a beautiful, soft brush, very soft tips, with a good balance of backbone and splay. So it's dense, but not too dense. It's got a fair amount of backbone, but no real scrub, and splays quite easily. So let me just get a touch more water in there. Brush picks up a lot of soap, by the way, which lesson learned after the first couple days. As you can see, that's a lot of soap loaded. Get just a bit of water dripped on there. And we'll start lathering. Yeah, as I said, I don't normally use a pre-shave, but trying to use all these products all together, pre-shave and the post-shave, and with really very, very good shaves this week, even though I think that the blade choice in that razor, that Gillette number 7, the green, the Perma-Sharp, did not perform at all as I expected. I remember those as being pretty good blades, but longevity was, I think in the end, not that hot. That needs a bit of water. This is a 26 millimeter 2-bend finest knot. Handle is relatively short, so you find yourself sort of gripping it underneath this bead. That's my really only objection, is that there's not, if you hold it below that bead, there's just not a lot to hold on to. There we go. And you can see these soaps very, very easy to work with. Lather easily. No real struggles at all. The green apple scent definitely comes out when you begin to lather it, and sort of the more of a stronger fruity sweetness, not just an apple scent. All right, let's warm the razor through. Yeah, shaves this week have been very, very good, even though I feel like the blade has been deteriorating much more rapidly than I expected. So I made it through the shave on Friday, but nah, that wasn't so hot. But yeah, very similar experience now that I had the first 2 or 3 days. To pre-shave, you can definitely feel a very nice kind of layer of slickness underneath the soap. And it feels not completely friction free, but feels very, very light on the face. Now, like most pre-shaves, you shouldn't assume that this is going to last all 3 passes. For example, down there, that just feels like the blade is just completely floating over the skin. Very, very nice. I remember these blades being better somehow, but, well, whatever. colleague of mine, I think, bought 100 and didn't like them, so has passed on, I think he passed on 70 of them. Yeah, just a really nice, slick, smooth layer. Just a great combination. Soap really working well with that pre-shave. So yeah, that was a really quick, easy first pass. All right, a little bit of residual slickness from the soap, but not much. This is not one of those really kind of heavy, dense, fatty soaps. Let's lather up for pass number 2. You have to say, I've enjoyed that pre-shave, and there may be, I mean, there's still some, maybe a touch of it for pass number 2, but you can, of course, and this is kind of interesting, frequent question, you're allowed to reuse a pre-shave. If you feel like it's really helping, add something to that lather. There's no rule that says that you can't apply it between additional passes. The only ones I found that really seem to stick around are the much more viscous oils, like something like the Floyd pre-shave oil, which is actually, you know, a pretty heavy, kind of a dense oil. That lasts at least through the first 2. All right, this is the across the grain. Yeah, you can still feel a bit of the pre-shave still there. Nice set of ingredients too. Argan oil does very well for me. I've got a number of post-shave products that use it, and it does seem to do very well for me. It's a nice mix of the macadamia nut oil and the saffron extract. Which I think is generally noted for a number of beneficial qualities. Anti-inflammatory. Yep, still nice and slick right there. And I think what I'll probably do is over the next weeks is not going to let that sit on the shelf. What I'll probably do is use that a couple days a week, just so you can get a feel for a soap sort of in its natural state, and then mix and match that with the pre-shave. You know, it's one of the problems with getting products like this in all the time is that you just feel bad seeing something sit on the shelf and you know it's as good as it is. Seeing stuff languish is kind of painful. Yeah, there's something about the feel of this blade. Like, it's definitely working. It just doesn't feel either notably sharp or notably smooth. It's effective, but it just doesn't feel like it's hitting the mark on either one of those. You know, a little bit kind of workmanlike maybe. All right, I'm going to lather up just a little bit more soap. And then get ready for pass number 3. Yeah, very good scent on this soap. Brush is not too much of a lather hog, but you can see there's still quite a bit in there, so I'm just going to squeeze that out a little bit. I've been very, very happy with this brush, by the way. It is as you can see, splays easily. No issue with kind of scrubbing on the face. It doesn't have any kind of like painful scrubbiness or prickliness. Of the 2 brushes that Frank Shaving has sent through, this would be 100% my choice over the other one. All right, there we go. Still a bit more to pull up off there. enough in fact, as you heard, some of it just falling into the sink. All right, enough tomfoolery, time to shave. Final pass, my friends, here we go. This is the pass where I feel like the blade's true nature is revealed. And I pushed it with that first blade. I just wanted to see what would happen if I kind of shaved through those first couple days. And honestly, I would say that I got maybe two good shaves. The third one was okay, but they all sort of felt like this from the beginning. Just not very sharp. There we go, almost done. There we go. Yeah. Clearly not my favorite blade. All right, let's rinse off. And then we're going to towel off, and then we'll apply the post shave. And the post shave is wider in number of ingredients. Definitely a richer product for sure, but a very similar texture to start off with. All right, let's towel off a little bit. Still very nice. That blade is not comfortable or sharp in some ways. Well, I mean, I know it's sharp, but you know what I mean. Maybe 2 shaves, maybe 3, but I pushed it to 5, and that was definitely not a good idea. Doable, but not pleasant. All right, pre-shave. That was the Abbate Mantia pre-shave. Let's go for the post-shave in the exact same bottle type. They look exactly identical. I really like the way these labels turned out, by the way. It's a very cool, kind of slightly textured label on there. Just a great look against the black background. This is the aftershave balm. It is alcohol-free, and it is a gel, so I'm just going to open this up as well. They all come with this locking cap, which I quite like, so I'm going to unlock it. 1 squirt or 1 pump has been plenty as well. As you can see, very similar color, very similar consistency, same kind of viscosity. So I'm just going to rub my hands together a little bit. This has a very kind of slick glycerin feel to it. This does include argan oil, macadamia nut oil, the saffron extract, but it also includes calendula and St. John's wort extract, both of which are known for anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties and for their dermal benefits. And I have to say, this has been an excellent post-shave balm for me. I'm normally not a fan of just like aloe-based or gel-based, but this has a very nice mix of kind of slick feel to it without feeling either sticky or tacky. When it dries down, it does have a slight bit of sort of tacky resistance to it, so your skin doesn't feel like slippery smooth once it dries down, but it feels very good going on. And it has a little kiss of peppermint in there, so you have a slight cooling effect for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Not a big menthol hit at all, but a very nice, gentle layer of peppermint in there, which just sort of helps cool off the skin a little bit without being one of these big, harsh slaps in the face. Yeah, very, very happy with those products. My skin this week has been really, really very good because I've also been using the face cream, which is a separate product, not a shaving product, but really a face cream designed to be used twice a day. I've used it twice some days and every day at night. And overall, I have to say, my skin does look and feel much better. Definitely less irritated, a little less inflamed, very nice and supple with kind of a very natural feel to it. It's great to see people making strides in that area because there's a lot of vendors right now that are producing additional skincare products. You think about the overall routine of shaving, you are doing something to your skin. So having something at the end of that, they're really supposed to help benefit and help heal your skin and help treat your skin and moisturize and keep it kind of soft and supple, all the better to kind of round out the experience. Well, I gotta say, even though that blade is not really for me, very, very happy with that outcome. Let's do a quick lightning round with these prodotti italiani. The Abbate La Mantia, the pre-shave, argan oil, macadamia nut oil with the glycerin extract of saffron. A very, very nice pre-shave product. Obviously focused on the first pass. You can, of course, reapply it. One pump seems like plenty. Very, very nice, light, slick layer, as I said, for some of those shaves. Kind of friction-free in spots there. You could apply more if you feel like you're not getting enough benefit out of it. I'm going to continue to use this in the weeks ahead because there's no reason to leave this on the shelf unused. Going to make use of it probably 2, maybe 3 days a week, and we'll see how it goes. Very, very nice product. Love the packaging. Nice heavy glass bottle, as is the same for the Abbate La Mantia. This is the Dopo Barba, the aftershave balm, alcohol free. I just went over the ingredients. Very similar texture, very nice slick face feel when applying it. It soaks in very quickly, easy to apply. The same kind of gentle, sweet floral scent. Both of these smell very nice, like kind of a gentle, pleasant scent. You're not wearing these because they're perfumed. You're not using these because of the strong scent that they convey, but the scent is there. It's just kind of a very nice, pleasant layer to it. I do really like the amount of peppermint in that post-shave balm. It's a nice light hit of peppermint that quickly fades, but has a nice kind of cooling effect as you're applying the aftershave balm. Oh, let's do the third new product. Prodotto numero 3. The Frank Shaving 2-band finest badger brush. So much better than last week for the way that I use a brush. This has got a great face feel, excellent balance of density and scrubbiness and splay, beautiful soft tips. Is a 26 millimeter knot. The handle is relatively short, kind of a chubby style handle with this bead relatively low down, so you're kind of gripping it at the very bottom. Not a lot of room there, but still overall a very, very nice brush. And of the 2 brushes I've had from them, this would 100% be my choice over the synthetic one. Great choice, and thank you so much for saying this for a review. And then finally, just to return to a soap I've already used a number of times in previous rotations, the Isacco. This is the green apple and black fig soap from Abbate La Mantia. And let's not forget the final Italian product, Fatip Grande with a Gillette green Perma-Sharp. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Perma-Sharp might be described as a bit of an oversell. Not really enjoying those blades. They're not bad. That may not be a great razor for them. They may be good in something maybe a bit more mild. We'll see. I'm not going to toss them. I may pass them off. There's someone out there that just loves them. Maybe we'll do a trade or something like that. We'll see what happens there. Otherwise, that is the end of today's Shaving the Review. Thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate the time you're taking to watch these. As always, please feel free to leave questions or comments against this video or any previous video. Thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.